everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Sarah, aka Java the Book Junkie. I feel like I should maybe intro that in videos in the new year, because I don't know, I never say my name. I just assume people know my name. I don't know. A lot of my online people just call me Java because that's my alias that I use for everything, like Discord and all that. Anyway, it's Sarah. I'm going to be doing my December haul today. I am going to be doing my Christmas haul first, and then I'll go into all of the books that I bought myself for December, which is probably either equal to or more than what the books I got for Christmas. But first, the first book I got for Christmas is Grimoire Girl by Hilary Burton Morgan. This is her second memoir. I did read her first one, The Royal Diaries, a couple years ago, and I actually really liked it. I don't often read nonfiction, but I dived into hers, and she's a really good writer, and I really enjoyed the story she had to tell, especially the ones about Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm just saying. In the first one, she talks about him a lot. But yeah, I was really excited to get this one. And look at it, it has cool oh, sorry, camera's over here. Green, I don't know, you can't see it in this light, but it's got cool green pages in it. And just trying to see, it's got a cool green vibe to it, and I'm excited to read this one. The next one I got that I was super excited for is Headcase by Jack Heath. This is the fourth book of the Timothy Blake series. It's also such a weird, so it's a paperback copy, but I have the third book in paperback, and it's the height difference is crazy. This is so much bigger. I do know my friend that got this for me had to order it from Australia because it's on Amazon for a ridiculous amount of money, but I think it comes from Australia. I don't think it's been published here yet. I don't know. I know it took a while to get here though, but I'm really excited about this. I did listen to this already. I have read this, but I wanted to have physical copies because I do want to do a reread at some point and annotate or do something fun with them. Okay, those are all the books that I got from other people. Now we'll do the books that Mike got me because he gets me the most out of everyone every year. So the first one I got is actually a duplicate, which you didn't realize until I shared it on one of my videos, but that is The Stars Are on Our Side with Jennifer Hartman. However, he ordered it from her website and got me the signed copy. So I do have a signed copy. It came with a bookmark, Finding Love in Hopeless Places. It came with a bookmark and a little business card with QR codes and stuff on the back. I don't know what they do, but we'll find out. So I am going to keep this one. For the moment, I'm going to keep both copies, but I may end up reselling or something my other copy I have, because also, if you look, the margins of this one are normal. If you look at the copy I have, which is the one I pre-ordered, the formatting is off. So you can see it's smaller print and weird margins, it wasn't formatted correctly. This one, the format is definitely more normal and the font is a little bit bigger. So I'm they must have redone it. I don't know, but they're exactly the same otherwise. So I do have two copies of this. I may either resell it or do a giveaway or something for it. I don't really think I have a big enough channel to do a giveaway, but we'll see. Next one we have is Kill Switch by Penelope Douglas. This is the third book of the Devil's Night series, my favorite book. This is Damon's book because they are re-releasing. They went to a publisher, and I don't like the new covers because I'm a cover snob like that. I like the original covers are entirely ridiculous to find, but I do like the black and white covers, and they actually look really cool with my Black Mystic editions, so I'm gonna have them displayed. I do want to go back and physically, I've listened to this series twice, so I do want to go back at some point and reread it physically and annotate and tab and highlight these editions. My Mystic ones were keep, so I wanted to get physical copies so I could annotate them. Next one we have is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. This is the first book of her new Lakefront Billionaire series. The only gripe I have with this is this stupid Target. This is not a sticker. This is printed on the cover. And I'm going, why? Why, Target? Why would you print something stupid on the cover like that? Because it looks ridiculous compared to the rest of the book. It's just a big red dot. It looks dumb. I hate when publishers do that. I hate when Netflix does that, especially because the new Witcher books, the white covers are beautiful. and then they have that stupid Netflix logo on them. At least make it a sticker, put it on the back or something, not the cover. Don't put it on the cover, please. It just annoys the crap out of me. But I'm really excited to have this book. So next we have the next 2 books in the Kings of Sin series by Anna Wong. So I do have King of Wrath, and so I did get King of Pride and then King of Greed. This was, he told me that Target was having their buy 2 get 1 free sale, so that's where he got these from, and the Loved Redesign. So I actually need to read Anna Wong. She was on my I don't know if that video came out yet. I don't know when any of these videos are coming out. But she is on my list of authors that I want to try, new to me authors I want to try in this year. Next we have one that I'm really, really excited for, and that's Satan's Affair by H.D. Carlton. This is the Sibby's novella. This is the one you should technically read before Haunting Adeline, because Sibby is in the cat and mouse duet, and like you'll get spoiled for her story if you read that before you read this, which I did. Not a big deal, but I'm excited to have this that I can finally read before Sibby's duet comes out, because she is getting a duet. I don't know if it's coming out this year or when, but I did want to read this before that. Okay, next one we have, which I didn't realize they actually published this, because I know when it originally came out, I think it was Audible exclusive, and that's Darius by J.R. Ward. This is actually the Black Dagger Brotherhood prequel book, because if you read what's the first one? Dark Lover? If you read Dark Lover, the heroine in that, her father is Darius, who is killed. I don't know if it's the beginning of that book or like off page in the beginning of the book. So this is his story. And I didn't even realize they published this as I didn't realize they published this. I know it came out specifically on audiobook originally, so I haven't read it. But y'all know that is a series that I desperately need to read, because I only read 2 books, so I figure maybe if I start with this and then go into the series again, like it'll give me a reason to because I tried to reread Dark Lover last year and I just didn't jumpstart reading into that series any further, but I really need to. I just need to suck it up and do it. And then finally, the last physical copy of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series that I needed was Blood Vow. This is one of the Black Dagger Legacy books. I am trying to get them all in hardcover gradually, but I do have a mix of hardcover and the mass market. So I do now have the entire series, spin-offs, everything that's come out so far. I have the whole thing now. And that's thanks to Michael, because he buys them all for me. Every year he's bought me the new J.R. Ward book, which I have yet to even get to and read. Then he got me a couple books that I had never heard of before. He found these on TikTok. The first one is Untamed Vixen by Luna Pierce. It's a Sinners and Angels universe, a dark mafia romance. I don't know what it's about, but y'all know I love my dark mafia, and the cover is so pretty. I love it. So we'll give this book a try. And then he found another one, and I'm going to say this, that he read the first book before he gifted it to me, because supposedly, again, found it on TikTok and heard that it was supposedly darker than Haunting Adeline. And that is, what series is this? The Twisted Love duet by Ellie Sanders. So we have my ring light's making a glare. There's Downfall and Uprising. And supposedly this is a dark Romeo and Juliet retelling. Which is interesting. I'm curious. And he said, I asked if it was actually darker than Haunting Adeline. He said, not really. But I do know, like Haunting Adeline, the second book is supposed to be darker than the first. So we'll see. I do know that I looked up the author. I never heard the author before. I looked her up afterward, and there is a third book, like a companion book with a different character, that had just came out recently. I also did read that there was a lot of editing issues in these books. I guess the author didn't have an editor or didn't have a proofreader. So we'll see how I fare with that, because that is one thing that really is a pet peeve of mine when I read books. If there's a lot of typos or grammatical issues, because it pulls you out of the story. But we'll see. We'll see when I get to these, what I think of them. And then last, he got me 3 historical romances. Again, another one that's a duplicate, and that is Ravished by Amanda Quick. I've been looking for this book for a while. I found it after he had already like bought it for me, and he didn't really say anything until after the fact, but I do have 2 copies of this now. And then I finally got the 3rd book in, I don't know what series this is, but I got The Highlander by Kerrigan Byrne. The first book is The Highwayman, and then The Hunter. I've been looking for The Highlander for a while now, and I finally got it for Christmas. And then another one that I have to try to peel the sticker off of is How to Abduct a Highland Lord by Karen Hawkins. So I found this in Half Price Books in Illinois, and Mike's like, put it back. So I knew he bought this for me, and I remember editing that video and going, why would I put that book back on the shelf? Like, I need that book. And then I was like, oh, maybe that's one of the ones that he told me to put back because he bought it for me. So this is a series that I need to actually start reading, but I think this is book 2. I think I only need to get the first one, and then I can read the whole series. But yeah, so I definitely, let me show you guys the step back. So yeah, so those are all the books that I was gifted for Christmas. Now we're going to go into the books that I bought myself, which is a lot. I'll try to do these by how I normally do it. Hold on, let me reorganize. So we will do, I think I showed you guys this book already in a vlog, but I got Funny Feelings by Tara DeWitt. I actually got this at Target because for my Secret Santa, I did. For my Secret Santa, I got a Target gift card. This is one of the things I bought. What the? There's money inside of this. I forgot I put that in there. One of my friends gave me cash for Christmas in a Christmas card, and I went to hang the card up on the fridge with other ones, and I remember I stuck the money in the book, and I forgot I put it there. Well, that was a nice surprise. Anyway, that's what I bought at Target. So these next ones I got from Amazon. I did have one pre-order, and that is Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh. This is book 2 of the Boys of Tillman series. So their first, I am pre-ordering these because the first print run has these cool ombre spines, and like supposedly when you line them up, they will like make a rainbow or whatever. So yeah, so you can see it kind of already how it sets up. It goes from like purple to pink and then like pink to orange. So then the next one should be orange to whatever color. So they're going to look like that on the shelf, which I'm really excited for. It's going to look really cool. So yeah, so I got Keeping 13, which is the other, I think these 2 books are one couple, and then Shannon and Johnny, I guess, and then like the next 2 books are a different couple, but they will be coming out in February and March, I believe. So yeah, so I got those. The next one I got was Rebecca Yarros, The Things We Leave Unfinished. I've wanted to, so everyone, here's another stupid as seen on TikTok. Like, why? That's so dumb. Everyone has been reading Fourth Wing by her. I don't really have a lot of interest in that book particularly, but I do have interest in her like romance stuff. Like The Last Letter is another one I want to read. So I figured I had ordered something, and this was like super cheap on sale, so I put it in my Amazon cart as well. So I have that one by her. Then I had another pre-order, and that is Sable Peak by Devney Perry. This is the 5th and final book of the Eden series, which I have to get to this year. That is on my list of priorities after I read the rest of her backlist. I do know that she recently announced and shared the cover for her new series. I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember what the series is called, but the book is called Crossroads, I believe. So I'm also excited to see some more from her this year, even though I'm so behind with reading her stuff. And then one of the books I just recently got because it went on sale is Hunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. Now I listened to these on audio over the summer. I have special editions of them. But I wanted to get these editions again because I wanted to reread them physically at some point. But Hunting Adeline usually sits normal price around $13. Hunting Adeline's always like $17-$18. It went down to $13. So I snatched it up real quick before it jumped up in price again. So I got this one before I got Haunting Adeline, but I'm not like, that's okay with me because I didn't have to pay. I saved myself like $4 or $5. Okay, so the rest of these are all books that I got from Pango. The ones that I was waiting for to come so I could do this video. The first one being Into the Tide by Laura Pavlov. She is an author that, a new to me author that I want to try in 2024. This is the first book of her Cottonwood Cove. I think it's the first book. it's one of the books in her Cottonwood Cove series, which I think is the most recent series of hers. I don't know what order I'll do read this series in. Like, I have been reading backlist, working my way from the publication. I have been working my way through publication order with a lot of my authors, reading their backlist and then up to the newer stuff. So we'll see if I do it that way. But this is my first book by her that I actually own. I also have my first Helena Hunting book, and that is Little Eyes by H. Hunting. Helena Hunting. It's the same person. But I have been hearing nothing but good things about this book, so I grabbed onto it when I saw it on Pango. And then I got another one, Mr. Romance by Lisa Raven, another new to me author. I believe this one is also signed. Yeah, it's signed and it was personalized for the seller. But someone watched this recently, someone read this recently, and it sounded really, really good. She also wrote, was it Loving Romeo or something Romeo? I forget. But yeah, she's another author I want to try out this year. Okay, so I got a bunch of Devney Perry's backlist. One of the ones I got was Stone Princess, which is the third book of the Clifton Forge series. I have read this series. I just wanted to collect all of the copies, so I have books 1, 2, and 3 now. I'm gradually, like, as I find them for like a decent price, I'll grab them. And then I also have book 1 in her Runaway series, which is Runaway Road. I did read this series as well, but I do want to collect the physical copies, and this is the first one I have for that. And I have one of her, I think it's the Mason Jar series, and that's the birthday list. Yeah, Mason Jar series. This I have to read. This one I have not read yet, but I do want to. I think it's on both of them on Hoopla. The other one is Letters to Molly, I think is the other one. And then I got a bundle. I got the first, or I should say the last 4 books of her Jameson Valley series. So we have the Cloverleaf Chapel, the Lucky Heart, the Outpost, which seems to be everyone's favorite, and there is a crossover with this book, a character in this book, and Clifton Forge. And then I have the Bitterroot Inn. So I am missing, I think the Candle Palace is the novella, and the Coppersmith Farmhouse is the first book of the series. So I do need to get the first book, and this is her one series that I need to read in full. I think I finished all of her other series except for the Mason Jar one. So once I read Jameson Valley, I can go on to the Edens, I believe. I think that's where I'm at with her backlist. Okay, and then I got some other authors that are new to me that I want to read in 2024. The first one being Lena Hendricks. I got One Touch, which is part of her Sullivan Family series. I don't remember if this is the first book. I think it is. She has a couple other series too. I think The Alias is one. I think this is her new series, but then she has The Alias, The Badge, like that series, and I think there's maybe another series. I don't remember, but I do want to read Lena Hendricks as well this year. Then I have Ava Hunter. She's another author I want to read this year. This is Find You Again. It's part of the Nashville Star series. This is actually book 2. I wasn't able to find book 1, but I found book 2 for a decent price, so I snatched it up. It's also signed to the seller, and it came with like these little character figures that I'm probably going to just use as a bookmark. So I do want to try out her. I think everyone has been reading her other book that she came out with last year, Tame the Heart. I want to get a copy of that as well. And we have an author I need to read more from. I read, I think, 1 book by her so far, and that's QB Tyler. So I got Keep Her Safe. This, I think, is a bodyguard romance, and I actually like this cover. There is like a cover that has like a guy on it, but it's just not. Normally I like the people covers better than the discreet covers, but that one's a little eh. So I do like the discreet cover a lot better. I really need to read more by QB Tyler because she has, I do have a couple books by her. I have Love Unexpected as well. She has so many like good angsty books, and the only one I read by her so far was Forget Me Not, and that one was okay. Like, it wasn't my favorite, but I do want to give her another try because I hear so many good things about all of the other books that she's written. All right, and then we have another author that I think I did read 1 book by her, and that's Tia Louise. So I have Forbidden. I don't know if this is a standalone or part of a series. I think it's a standalone, but this is also a new release. This was a book that I think I got it in the same haul as, actually I don't remember. I added it on with one of my other purchases because the seller was doing like a sale. And then finally, the last few books I bought myself is another collection, a bundle that I got, and that is Samantha Young's The Adair Family series. I mentioned in another video recently that I wanted to read this series. I have Here With Me, was on my 24 books I wanted to read in 2024. I got the rest of the series. I didn't need the first one, so I bought the rest of the other 4. I don't know what order they're supposed to be in, but we have There With You, Be With Me, Only You, and Always You. And these covers are beautiful. I love the colors, the vibrant sunset, sunrise colors. They're so pretty. The purple one especially is gorgeous. But yeah, I don't have to figure out what order these are supposed to be in. So this is the Adair Family series, and then she has a series that's after this. I think the new book, I think Beyond the Thistles. Is that the new one that just came out? I can't remember. It's on my Amazon wish list. But yeah, so I have all of those, and those are all of the books I got in December. So that was what? So I got 40 books in December, and 16 of them were gifts, which means I did buy more for myself than I did get gifted. But are we surprised? I would say probably not. We shouldn't be, in all honesty. Yeah, so those are all the books I got in December. Let me know what you guys got for Christmas, books, if you got any books, what you were most excited to get, what you're most excited to read, what you want to see me read, which would be probably all of these. But yeah, so that's it for me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.